Yes, all day I watch news about what's happening in the world. It looks like hell on earth. Bombs and guns, torture, starvation, dead bodies on roads and under rubble. I hope you are safe, and I pray for you. I know how it feels, Salva, to have nowhere to go to. No one to come rescue you. Watching all those with the power to help busy producing propaganda or excuses. I know how it feels, Salva, because I went through it. And in your horrors, I see the patterns of my own tragedy. The patterns that first carve up the people and then erase them. Walk with me, Saba, and I will show you these patterns. Your October 7th is our August 25th. So they say they're responding to October 7th like nothing ever happened before. With us, they said they were retaliating to August 25th. On August 25th, 2015, a rohingya militia of 500 targeted 30 police posts in Myanmar. All of what happened after that was the junta saving humanity from these 500 people. More than 30,000 of us slaughtered, 200 villages flattened and burnt out. More than 1 million of us chased from our homes in so-called defense of their country. Which is also our country. They razed our villages. Killed those who tried to escape. Burnt alive those who refused to leave. Did what they wanted to with our women. Blindfolded and slaughtered our men. Boasted and joked about killing and torturing Rohingyas on social media. Does any of this sound familiar, Sam? 17 years old. All alone and away from my family. I can never forget what I saw. People running for their lives. Entire villages on fire. Body parts and heads of men, women and children floating along the Nile River. The dead being eaten by stray dogs. Look at me talking about the dates they said I important, when our stories are so much older. Salva, let me share with you some Rohingya history, and you tell me if you recognize these patterns. Our historical land is called Arakan. Arakan was an independent kingdom. We had our own culture and harmony among our communities. This was all until the Portuguese, the Mughals, the Burmese, the Japanese, and the British colonized us. In 1948 is an important year for both of us, Salva. In 1948, the British partitioned Palestine and left. That same year, they partitioned Arakan, drive a border through it, and left. Since then, the people of Arakan have been let drive of the harmony we once enjoyed. I learnt about in Nakba. The Burmese army had its Operation Nagami and many other operations to clear us out. They made us stateless. And now call us illegal immigrants in our own land. Our land, which are far older than the new country that occupies it. The patterns of occupation are something both you and I understand. Your people live under siege, martial laws, and apartheid. You've been denied your state, be made stateless. Since 1962, we Rohingyas have been living under martial law and apartheid. It's been a slow burn genocide. We cannot travel out of Arakan. If we escape Myanmar, we cannot come back. Within Arakan, we need permission and must face several checkpoints just to get to the next village. There are special armed forces set up to harass, abuse, and segregate us. Does any of this sound familiar? So, you know the patterns of displacement as well as I do. Now, according to Myanmar law, we are foreigners in our own land. We cannot own land. Our properties are seized by the state. Our houses are burnt and we are blamed for causing the fire, just like how your people have to pay to demolish their own homes before their land is given to settlers. And on our flattened homes, they build military bases, multinational corporations, theme parks. I understand when your people say it is better to be killed in our homes than driven out of our lands. 4 million Rohingyas in the world, and over 3 million expelled from our own country over and over again. 1942, 1978, 79, 91, 92, 2012, 2016, and then a million of us, including myself, in 2017. Arakan now holds 500,000 under siege, stripped of citizenship, not allowed to work, school, travel, live. What are they kept alive for? Some, have you noticed the patterns of their hatred? I see your people being called animals, insects, terrorists. I watch religious leaders justify the rape of your women and the killing of your children. This reminds me how easily, how casually they killed us. They called us dirty. Their politicians laughed off gang rape because our women are too dirty to rape. They said we burn our own homes and the dead babies we bury are actually dolls. Doesn't this sound so familiar to you, my friend? Justice. We tried for justice. It hasn't come. But will it come for you, Salva? Will Palestine be able to break free from these bounds of depravity? All these human rights bodies feel like jokes to me. Let's not even waste time on them. The patterns show that we cannot trust them. These powerful countries, powerful organizations, powerful individuals, they lie and are filled with people who will protect their job and status over pursuing justice or even peace. Finally, it was a small African nation that took our cause to the International Court of Justice. You too have the solidarity of a few isolated but brave countries. The ICJ, the ICC have been processing our claims for justice for so long. In the meantime, atrocities continue. Familiar patterns, Salva. Who knows or even cares when these courts will deliver their judgments? And what does justice even mean when you've lost so much? Salva, these patterns reveal something about our allies too. In 2017, we received world solidarity like we had never before. Strikes, protests, media debates, films, stories, books. I remember my elation when world leaders joined this wave. Now these selfies, world leaders took with us, feel like publicity stunts. The reports and articles people wrote are gathering virtual dust. The people who built their careers on our tragedy have moved on. And I fear that this might happen to you, that those who now march and write and gather for you will eventually shift to other battles. The evil people who plot our destruction know that time is on their side. My biggest fear is hope. Is what do I do about this hatred within me? At times I feel we're the strongest people on earth. Your people. My people. They tried to erase us, but we tried. They tried to bury us, but we grow. But at times, I cannot sleep. At times, I cannot get up to face another day. At times, I sleep heavy. And at times, all I feel is hatred. But then, I look at a piece of sky, and somewhere in that deep blue expanse, I find hope. Hope that after all this darkness, you will see light. Hope that your story will be different to mine. Hope that the patterns of our genocides will never, ever be repeated again. My prayers, my dreams, my hopes, for your people and mine. Monibula.
would like to invite the President.
Okay.